Okay, we're going to take a look at Tay over here on the right, who's got a new video. Looks like indoor. I'm going to compare him to Joe Kovacs, obviously, on the left here. So let's see what we can see here. The first thing I'm seeing is this right heel on you, Tay. Try to keep that flat. See, on Joe Kovacs, the right foot's flat. Okay. That's going to lock that hip in. So as you go back, you're going to get more separation. All right, let's continue forward here. All right. Back you up a little bit. Take a look at Joe Kovacs. I mean, you don't have to do this. Just something I notice as a difference, and it's something I like to teach. You see how he's got his right shin here almost vertical. Let's go one more forward. I'm sorry, not vertical, but horizontal to the ground here. Parallel to the ground, horizontal. And on you don't get it that high. Right here's about the most bend that you have. The only reason I bring this up is because from here, watch Joe Kovacs kick that out. See how fast it's gone from being horizontal to now being vertical. So he's gone 90 degrees here in one motion. He's kicked that leg. He's using some speed here to drive that foot, that leg into the ring. Okay, so let's take a look at what you're doing here. You're just kind of bringing it around, which is okay. It's almost like a Daniel Stahl. I see you do that with the and the discus. All right, just something I wanted to mention. He's kicking it. He's driving it in with some speed, acceleration. Okay, next thing is over here. Let me move you into a similar frame right about here. You don't have to do this, but you can see he's got his foot up higher. He's got his leg creating more radius. You can see right here, just for a brief moment, his toe is actually upward. So he's bringing the leg in more with the inner thigh, like a soccer style. You do that right over here. You can see that your foot is coming in with a soccer kick there. I think that's more rotational, which is good. Okay. He's got the more radius here at this point, so he's developing more inertia right here. You can see the distance between the knees. Okay. Another key thing I want to talk about right here is watch Joe Kovacs' left knee drop down and in and stop right here. Okay, so he's got his shin from his foot to his shin to his knee, right down the throwing sector line, and watch how that knee doesn't move. Okay, several frames, all the way until he just about gets off that left foot. And you can see how he stopped that left leg, and the right leg comes around. You do this by having almost a vertical left thigh, and everything just kind of rotates around. Okay? So you want to make sure you drop that left knee down and stop it right here so that the right can come around. So it's rotational. Now let's take a look at what you're doing. Okay? Left knee's... You stop the left foot. We talked about this before. A little bit what I think is premature here toward the 9 o'clock. Let's take a look at Joe Kovacs' left foot here. See how it never stops until it gets right about here. It's throwing almost, or it's pointing almost down the right sector line. Yours gets to there right about here. Okay, but you can see he's doing that a little bit sooner. So he's intentionally dropping that knee down and turning that foot. Okay, now you've got your knee with the shin, the foot, shin, knee, all facing down that throwing sector line, but you let it keep rotating, see? As the right leg comes around, you want to stop right there and then let the right come around. Okay? All right, so I just wanted to talk about that real quick. Next step is, or topic I had here is landing in the middle. So we got to establish what the middle is. Right here I drew a red line for Joe Kovacs between his feet to the center of the toe board. With you, it's about right where this little black dot is on the toe board. So let's see where your right foot lands. Okay, so right here is that little dot on the toe board. So you can see you're quite a bit off to the right. You can see Joe Kovacs lands right on that. Okay, and I think that what happens later on, we'll see that right here. Got to back Joe Kovacs up here a little bit. Okay, so right here, you can see Joe Kovacs has from his right hip down to his foot, it's pretty much the vertical line. Okay, you can see how you're angled off here to the your hip is outside of your foot. Okay, not on top. And at the later on, I think what happens is you kind of fall off to the left side here a little bit. Anyway, it's just something I noticed. Try to get that right foot in the center. I mean, you don't have to, but you can see how it maybe affects your throws. Okay, and the other thing is how you land your right foot. It's straight down, facing at 3 o'clock. I would suggest maybe not try to make that the final destination, like just to arrive there and have the foot land there. Let's watch Joe Kovacs' right foot as it comes down. Okay, it's right here facing 3, but just before it comes down, you see he rotates it in. Okay, all the way back to 12 o'clock. Okay, so what that does is keeps the hips turning and rotating around. So we get you much faster lower body rotation to the front. All right, so let's see. Right where the right here, Joe Kovacs just touches his left toes down. Let's see if you're in that same position. Yeah, right there. Let's get back to that. Right where the toes just touch down. Okay, we're in the same spot there now. All right, now take a look where the right elbow is. See, Joe Kovacs has his out here at 3 o'clock, and you've got yours brought in maybe 2 o'clock. So I would suggest probably having that elbow back more so you can come around. Shot looks good. It's behind your heel. As you can see, Joe Kovacs right there. Left arm's about the same. That's the only thing, is I would probably bring that elbow back if you can more. All right. The next thing I wanted to talk about is as you come around right here, see Joe Kovacs gets that right foot vertical, gets the heel up, and you can see you're both almost same position with the arm, with the shot put. Okay, your heel is still not vertical and above the toe. You want to get that heel outward, as you'll see. Watch Joe Kovacs in the next frames. See, he continues to rotate it and drive the right foot to the toe board, where your right foot kind of just slides to the left. See that? You want to have that right foot turning, and you can see how his hips turned. Okay? He's more rotational, where you're more, I think, going straight and then just kind of sliding sideways. Okay? You want to be able to drive that right hip forward and around, and it all starts with the this right knee and the foot and the hip here getting ahead by rotating that foot and getting that heel outward. Okay. All right, the last thing I wanted to bring up was right at the release, right here, you see you immediately see Joe Kovacs turn his head to the left. See? Okay. And you see how your head is still facing the shot. Okay. You can see what that does to your shoulders. Okay. In 2 frames, you can see Joe Kovacs' shoulders go from facing the front of the circle to the right shoulder facing the front. The shoulders are totally turned 90 degrees. Now his chest is facing out here at 3 o'clock. You see your chest hasn't rotated that much yet. Okay. So that's what happens when you stop and watch the shot. Your body's not rotating into the throw. Okay, So don't watch the shot. Keep turning the head. Keep turning the shoulders. Okay. All right, that's it. Let me know when you have another video. I'll be glad to take a look at it for you. Thanks. Please like and subscribe if you've learned anything from this video. Thanks.